Hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tom Casper. I am a almost 40-year veteran of the car industry. Sold my very first car in 1979. I've been in upper management for about the last 20 years. A lot of people ask me, how am I successful? What makes me successful in the car business or in the sales business in general? And I have to tell you, I think it goes all the way back. A lot of times you hear, oh, you got to do the greeting right, and we go through all these steps and all these processes. But I think the bottom line is I remember back when I was in seventh grade. Seventh grade, my junior high school had this program where you went out and you sold cleaner, and the number one salesperson in the seventh and eighth grade got $100 bill, and the number two salesperson, sold the most cleaner, got a $50 bill, and then I think there were like 325s, and everybody else just got a thank you, hello. I had kind of made it my job, or I took it to heart. I wanted to win that $100 bill. And I went out and I sold a lot of product, and when the award ceremony came around, I won $50, and there was another girl that won a $100 bill. I internally was devastated by that one. Quite honestly, back in the mid-70s, for me to have a $50 bill, I should have been ecstatic. I wasn't. I was unhappy because I didn't win the $100 bill, and the next year, I vowed when I was in eighth grade that I would not lose the $100 bill or whatever the top award was that year. Well, it rolled around, and we'd sold a different product, but they gave away a bicycle as the number one prize for the number one person that sold the most. I think it was magazine subscriptions. I really don't remember at this point. So what I did was I went out, sold my butt off, and ended up driving or riding that bicycle home that day. Now, I could have stopped right there and been happy and said, hey, I got a bike. I'm the number one salesman in my school. Last year I was number two. This year I'm top of the line. But I didn't. I took that bicycle, I sold it, and I put it into what was called Merlite Jewelry, which was a costume jewelry line at the time back in the mid-70s. Kind of a mail order deal. You bought samples, and then you went out and sold off your samples. So what I did is I sold the bicycle at 13 years old, bought Merlite Jewelry, and went out and sold Merlite Jewelry, and then later added shoes. I sold shoes door to door, and Merlite Jewelry to quite a number of ladies in the town that I grew up in. It was a pretty enterprising thing for somebody at 13 years old. But when I think back on what's it take to be good, I think that's the answer. I think the answer is you just have to want to do it. You have to have the desire inside. I'm going to tell you a lot of things over the coming weeks that are going to help you be a better salesperson, but you have to want to meet your goals. You have to want to aspire to be great. If you do that, you'll be successful. You'll make a lot of money. You'll treat people properly. That's another thing that we're going to discuss, in future videos. But when you do those things, then you can be successful in life. And by all means, leave any little comments you want below this video, because it is my first one. I'm going to try and make these better as I go. I'm a big believer in you have to practice what you preach, and if I teach salespeople that they really ought to be making videos and putting them on the internet, I better be doing it too. So I hope you enjoyed that first just a little session here, and hopefully in the future we'll get a little more in depth. I know we'll get a lot more in depth, and you'll pick up some more hints and tips, and maybe something that'll just make you a little better salesperson, and it doesn't even have to be about cars, or maybe even a life lesson tossed in. Again, my name's Tom Casper. Leave me comments below. Thank you.